Hi everyone, happy Sunday, hope you're well, hope you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. Still plenty of time to relax, do what you want, pop out if you want, stay in if you want, stay in your pyjamas if you want, it's all down to you because it's Sunday. This is your general Sunday tarot reading, no fixed sign, no fixed subject. You are the questioner, meaning the first card is always you. Don't try and switch roles, that will come from an outside influence position. If it doesn't resonate in any shape or form, then it's not for you, and if it does on some level, then it is. So something in there will be for you, a message for you, okay? So what we're going to do first is just shuffle the colour cards. So think of a colour, see what is coming up for you. Let's ask it to link with the reading that we're going to have today and see what is coming in. I don't know what's at the top there, so we'll see. We'll see what that is. Anyway, so let's go. Okay, so first card, you are the questioner, as I said. So let's see what is coming in. Let's shuffle. Oh, then really kind of relaxed today. Well, she says, looking at the first card, it's not so relaxed, the first card. It's the Seven of Swords. Are you running away from something? Basically, this is what this is. It's a card of, as a general overview, it's a card of deceit. So I'm not saying you're being deceitful. We don't know yet. We haven't seen the other cards. Maybe it's a bit of a heads up if you're thinking about it or if you are, okay? If not, though, if there's no deceit going on in your life whatsoever, you're not doing anything deceitful, then this would be basically saying, don't cut corners. Don't try and avoid situations if it means, say, a confrontation or hearing something necessarily you don't want to hear or just facing up to facts. The fact that you're running away from it, holding the swords there, basically holding the thoughts, the expressions, that type of thing, it wouldn't serve you in the long run, okay? And don't forget, the Eight of Swords follows the Seven, meaning a sense of restriction. It's the captivated energy. So you don't want to find yourself not facing up things either with yourself or with an external situation, and in the long run feeling quite limited by it anyway. The truth will set you free, guys. So whether that's a truthful situation, like I say, I need to be honest with myself and this is the way it is, or it's I need to speak to so and so, or I need to look at this situation and just be very black and white with it and think this is the way it is, okay? So denial is an extremely powerful thing. It feeds the ego, is denial, because the ego does not want to hear or experience things less than, basically. And as we all know, the ego is an illusion. So when we try and appease an illusion, we're just not living in our true authentic self, okay? So let's see what is coming in from an outside influence position. So I'm just going to ask the cards what is coming in from an outside influence position. Oh, guys, what is going on? You've got the moon. Okay. Highly emotional. Well, this is actually, we're in Cancerian energy now. This is the Cancerian zodiac, the moon. So you could just be finding that everyone and everything, and it just seems to be highly sensitive right now, right at the moment. There seems to be a bit of a uneven structure with how you want to move forwards with something. And you could be thinking, do I do this? Should I stay with this? Should I carry on with this? Or do I embrace the dark side of the moon, face up to the fact that I don't know how things are going to turn out. Maybe this is it. Hannah, speak properly. What this is. And that's what your letting go is. That's what your being the black and white in a certain situation is. It's going, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm going to stop controlling whatever and just drop those swords, okay? The moon would suggest that you can't plan everything, guys. I mean, if you've done everything you can within a certain situation, just let things be. That's what this is. The moon is an energy of, it's really beautiful, the moon card, but at the same time, what it can do is just, it shows a shadow side, okay? So whether or not somebody that you're questioning about is going through their shadow side, they might not be looking at things from an enlightened perspective, or they don't want to, or your situation feels like it's shadow side. There could still be some learning going on within your current situation where half of you knows that you want to run, for the hills and like not deal with something, and the other half knows that you can't, because either there's a spiritual lesson coming up here that I know the Hangman hasn't come up, or there's just the universe isn't giving you the tools right now to get from A to B to C to D, so you have no other option but to embrace this moon energy, okay? Just because you don't know how something's going to turn out doesn't mean everything's going to fall apart, okay? And I feel this is just empowering you to kind of shine a light on your shadow side also, okay? We think sometimes that we go through certain situations and grow from it and learn from it, and yes, whilst we do that, there's still that element of resistance. And the resistance is always highlighted when we don't know how something is going to turn out. Because if it means facing a scenario that we've faced before, we don't want to do that, okay? Because we think, oh no, I've done this, I've learned this lesson, I don't want to move forwards in this direction. Trust, guys, trust, okay? So let's see where this is going. Let's see where this is going. See? Just remember, the universe has your back, guys. And me doing that, I see the 8 of Wands are coming up there. So there could be some sort of message or fast action coming in. So what seems like nothing happening for ages, especially with the Moon card, you get the major arcana, which is the Magician. So the Moon is a major also. This is an Aquarian energy. So you could be an Aquarius, or you could have it in your chart somewhere. I'm actually an Aquarius Moon, which is interesting. So anyway, so you've got the Magician card coming up here. Basically meaning you'll be glad that you didn't cut corners, you didn't run away from a certain situation. Because remember I said the 8 of Swords follows the 7, which is that self-limiting belief. This is the opposite. So this is like you having as much freedom, as much kind of movement, room as you have, as you want even, because you faced up to a certain situation. I think there's gems in this. These first 2 cards is definitely gems of wisdom. Whilst it won't always feel like it at the time, I feel any kind of what feels like either a frozen period or a detour or a complete mismatch with what you want and what you're getting, there is some sort of wisdom coming in with that, and you'll be glad that it turned out this way. Just heed the advice of the first card as always, because the first card is always the strongest. Don't run away from a situation, okay? The Magician card is really kind of encouraging you to say this is just down the line, and I just feel there's a lot more opportunity with regards to certain things that you cannot see right now at the moment. If you are giving away your power to a situation or a person, you get it back. Do not run away. Do not run away from whatever it is, even if it's running away in your mind. You don't have to be like running down the road, but it's don't avoid something, guys. That's really, really strong here. I would not expect to see the Magician if you were still going to be feeling like down and out, where am I going to go with this type thing. Underneath the 7 of Swords, let's have a look. Let's see where the energy takes us. That was face down. Let's see where the energy takes us. Let's see where it takes my questioners. Six of Cups. This is interesting. There's a lot of depth here with this, guys, because I feel the Six of Cups is a beautiful card. I mean, it does mean, you know, it's the only card of the cup suit with flowers in the actual cups, because there's a sense of being sincere, sincerity, wholesome, and this is in your position. So this is how you're going to feel, okay? So whether or not there's an apology that you need to give somebody, or just apology to give to yourself because of how you've been avoiding a situation, giving yourself your own pain sort of thing, this is exactly what is coming in. But also what I want to say is when you start to empower yourself, you're going to revisit certain areas of your mind, and it will play back like a little film. And then you'll think, I should have done it this way. I'm going to do it this way. And then you kind of get like a second chance with doing something you love to do. Okay. So if you're self-employed, maybe you can market yourself in a certain way, or if you're going to be talking to another person, maybe that's what that message is going to be coming in. There's more heartfelt communication. Whereas before, with the Seven of Swords, you could be avoiding that communication, avoiding saying what you really feel, avoiding whatever it is, you make it fit for you, okay? But now it flips. It's almost like night to day, where it's heart to heart. It is humble. It is satisfactory, because whereas this is ego driven, this is soul driven, and the Magician comes in to teach you that, because you kind of learn that yourself. You learn that yourself because you realize you cannot control all the things around you. I do feel a lot of you are going to be surprised by a certain person. Don't know what's making me say that. Doesn't mean a bad surprise, but just surprised, okay? So underneath the Moon cards, we have another major arcana. We have the Fool. Does not mean you're a fool, but this is a brand new leap of faith. You are going to a brand new cycle, guys. Some of you could be going to a new 21-year cycle. As above, so below, though. You see that you've got the Moon here. Look at what is behind the Fool there, which is the Sun. The white sun in this deck basically symbolises a new growth period, ambition, and that's exactly what this is. So can you see how by making a few tweaks with where you are right now, how it unfolds, and the tapestry just weaves in a lovely way that you can't even begin to imagine. I do feel a lot of you are going to be getting a lot more signs from the universe with regards to how to move forward, okay? So it doesn't mean like you've got to sit at home and wait and see what your sign is, but you're just going to feel a lot more intuitively guided, because you've got three major cards here, okay? The Fool is saying that you can start again, but you're not really starting again from scratch. You're just starting again from your point of new experience, okay? So don't feel like you're behind. Don't feel like you're wasting time. Don't feel like you are, everyone else is having a great time except for you. It's all irrelative, because irrelative, is that word? Irrelevant. It's all irrelevant, because you're in your own game. You're running your own race. It doesn't matter. But the Moon and the Fool, it's like a flip, okay? There are a lot of changes coming in, guys. There really, really are. But these are good ones. And I feel once you start to hone in on this wholesome kind of sense of self, feeding your soul, basically, this is where this new phase comes in. And this is coming in for you. So this is like, maybe you don't even have to try too hard for it to come in, because it's coming your way. This could be the offering of a new relationship. This could be the offering of a new job. This could be an offering of a new home. Whatever it is, it's starting again, okay? But not really starting again, like I said, from the very, 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 very beginning. You're starting from a point of new experience for you, okay? So let's see now, under the Magician, what is coming in. Another major arcana. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. As above, so below. Let things play out, guys. Let things. It's like having a painting. You can't see the full picture, but you know it's taking form, it's taking shape. It needs more drawing, it needs more colour, it needs more whatever it is. Because the Wheel of Fortune, especially below the Magician card, is such a powerful combination. This is good, guys. I mean, it was looking a bit like, what are you avoiding? What's going on? And the Moon is like, oh gosh, where is this going to go? But it's completely flipped around. This is wonderful. The Wheel of Fortune, you're going to feel like a different person. Every 7 years, we regenerate ourselves. We literally become a different person because we've got new cells. We've got new this, that, and the other. So if you're entering into a new 7-year cycle, this is an integral part, especially with the new moon that we've had in Cancer, actually, which is really, really interesting, to regenerate yourself, rethink, what needs to be gone. Are you repeating old patterns in your mind? Are you chasing a ghost? Not literally, obviously. Are you chasing an idea or something that isn't in front of you? Because what it is saying to you is just find new things, find new ways in being, basically, in getting into your alignment. And it doesn't have to be in front of you for it not to happen, okay? So you can think things up and make it happen, okay? That's exactly why the Magician card is coming here. But the Wheel of Fortune is showing fate is working in your favour. Just be aware of what is keeping you in the same system, in the same cycle, okay? This is such an interesting message, guys, because I feel if you look at yourself here, you will end up changing your vibe here. I'm not even going to put a timeline on it because everyone is different. We can't say in 3 days it's going to switch up. Now, I'm going to see what is coming up as an overall clarifier. And let's see what is coming up. Okay, so what is coming up as an overall clarifier? There's still time for your new moon blessings, guys. You can still bring stuff in. We're still in that new moon energy. And it's a really profound one. It's so strong. It's from the heart, you know. It's a sign of a crab. Hard on the outside, soft on the inside. Oh, one's flipped over. I think it's my shuffling. Let's start again. So, let's see, what is the overall clarifier? What is the overall, that's too many. What is the overall clarifier? The Star. Major Arcana. So, out of 7 cards, 5 of them are majors. What does that tell you? Okay, so the Star Wishes card, it's an excellent card for healing. I mean, I feel a lot of you are healing. I feel a lot of you are accepting a certain thing, whether that be if it didn't work out with a person or a job or whatever that is, there's healing here, okay? There's also just understanding that you are the magic, you are the power. The Star and the Magician are very, very kind of strong energies with regards to the law of vibration, the law of attraction, and all that sort of thing. So you have that double energy coming up here. So just know your power, guys. Know your worth. Know that if you want to revisit something because it made you feel good at one point, then you go and do that. But the moon is coming in as a really, really quite profound message for you. And it's saying you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know the next step. Just know how you want to feel in the next moment in time, okay? But don't force things is what I want to say here. But the Star card is beautiful. Really, really, really nice. Like I say, she's lassoed her wishes. She just has to trust that it's going to be coming in, but she can't see it because obviously the moon energy is quite strong here in this reading. But the fact that Fool comes in, expect new beginnings. Did you think of a colour? Let's see. Black. Find richness from the dark night. The dark night, which when the moon comes out and shines a light on your shadow side, on yourself, on your situation, on your surroundings. What is the experience from that? What is your lesson from that? What do you want to change from that? Because it's coming in with the full energy. There is always lessons. Like I said, there's gems in something. There's gems in experience. There's gems in even being hurt. And it's just moving forwards from that in alignment, stronger, and with your self-worth still intact. Okay? So, interesting. Very, very interesting. You guys are on a beautiful journey, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. Take what you want from that. I will be doing another one on Tuesday evening. Different vibes, different energies, that type of thing. And that's it. That's it, guys. I will, of course, be posting. I'm going to be doing an article later on this evening. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And you take care. Have a beautiful Sunday. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.